Hey guys, Jarek and Mookie here, going to be doing some more Halo. This time we have Halo 1, glorious Halo 1.
The best of the series.
So this is my first game of the night. I was really rusty, and in my opinion it's more frustrating to get into a situation where you know you easily should have succeeded and then you just failed and it's like, wow, I'm terrible. There's a lot of situations like that in this game where it's like, I am not that bad at this game, what am I doing?
You know, there are cases where, like, I try my damnedest and I do terrible, and then I loosen up and I just sit back and I play, and I don't even think about things, and I do amazing. It makes no sense.
Well,
like,
that's kind of how, like, everything goes. Anything that requires fast movement times or just quick mental reactions, just don't think. Don't think, just do. And you'll instantly be better. I don't know what that guy was doing.
He was sitting there. He was providing gameplay footage for you.
No one was AFK, so I don't know what he was doing. I feel like I do a lot better with the rocket launcher on PC, because I feel like the aim assist really messes me up.
The aim assist definitely changes the game.
Like here I'm trying to shoot at his feet, but since it made me look upward, I ended up getting a trade kill out of that, which is really frustrating. That's how it usually goes. I want to shoot at the ground next to them because the blast radius of the rocket launcher in Halo 1 is ridiculously huge. You can usually get them almost no matter, you know, and plus people don't jump that high in Halo 1 compared to the other Halo, so they're at the apex of their jump. Typically you should be able to kill them.
Yes.
But since the aim assist likes to try to pull you up with them jumping, it goes under their feet and you miss the ground entirely until it's like 15 feet behind them. So that gets me killed a lot. It's actually really annoying.
You know, honestly, I'd say everything on PC is easier. A, because PC is filled with fucking stupid asses who don't know what they're doing, and B, better controls.
This guy... So I got killed by my teammate here, actually. At some point I'm trying to back up, and my teammate's like blocking me, so I can't move. It was right there. It's like, damn it.
That was a situation where you just couldn't do anything. There were too many nades. Too many explosives.
I definitely could have won that situation, though. It's kind of frustrating doing stuff like that, too. But like I said, there was a lot of situations in this game where I should have won. Like, I like juking people around the teleporters. They don't really expect it, and they'll always chase you. It's never a smart thing to chase someone through a teleporter. Don't do it. If you're going to, go through, throw a grenade, go back through.
Yeah, you're gonna pop in, pop out, you know?
So it's... Yeah, the teleporters are pretty suicidal in any Halo game, but in different ways. In Halo 1, it's suicidal if you're the person chasing. In Halo 2, it's just suicidal to use them in general.
Yeah, teleporters in H2 are like... Unless you have every idea in the world of what's on the other side, they're always risky.
I really can't put it in my mind why they're so... I don't know, it just feels like you're really vulnerable going through them, whereas in Halo 1 you're not. Especially since in Halo 2 when you go through a teleporter, it forces you to look forward. Which is annoying. I can't just walk backward into the teleporter and then be looking at the teleporter that I go through. No, I have to look forward, no matter what.
I feel like the kill times have something to do with that. Like, you can kill somebody while they're trying to find you after you go through a teleporter. Or, I'm sorry. You can kill somebody after you go through a teleporter, they chase you, and they're like, where the hell is he? Whereas in Halo 2, like, they just double VR you on the other side. It's weird. I don't know.
But yeah, I should probably go to the question since we're talking about it. Someone, let me check who actually asked this question. I don't even know how to... What is this name? I'm not even going to try to say it. It's Pads 100 something something or other. He basically asked what my favorite Halo game is. That's the most obvious answer ever, Halo 1. So let's just go ahead and answer what's your second favorite Halo game, because that's just a given.
Yeah, H1 just wins, hands down.
It really does. Like, it feels way different than other Halo games. There is no other Halo game that plays like Halo 1. The closest we have to it, oddly enough, is ODST. But there was never a multiplayer out of that.
Yeah, ODST was its own strange beast.
So, yeah, Halo 1 is definitely my favorite, and the reason it is just because I feel like map control and power weapons were nowhere near as important. Because you have that pistol, I can always fight back, whereas in Halo 2 and Halo 3, I feel like a lot of the times when I spawn, I'm just immediately screwed, and I can't really do much.
like I would argue that the later games are more like I want to say more tactical as opposed to your actual like shooting skills.
I would say the complete opposite, because faster kill times means your routes you're taking and where you're standing are far more important now.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't just stand in the open and survive a little bit longer. Of course, with the battle rifle, that messes with that theory a little bit, but still, in Halo 1, if you try to run into the open and say hang 'em high, you're going to die instantly. So you need to know where you're standing and where you're going.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes it so much more important. And this is bullshit, by the way. I don't know how he survived that.
That looked like an OV.
But it's so much more important to get the drop on people in Halo 1 than other Halo games.
Yeah, that's...
It's a lot harder to reverse in other Halo games.
I don't want to say it's more tactical. I want to say it's a different style of gameplay. It's more fast-paced. I don't want to say Halo 1 is fast-paced. I would say that the kill times plus the slower movement speed make it a little bit more... I don't want to say point and clicky, but kinda.
It just kind of works with my logic. This guy was really annoying me, by the way. He killed me like 3 or 4 times in a row just camping on top of the buildings. And I don't know why, but like every time I didn't expect it, or I had situations like that where spawn dead.
Okay,
not really much you can do.
So, second favorite Halo game?
Halo 3. Definitely Halo 3.
Halo 3 was interesting.
Halo 3 was probably the slowest Halo game. Like, it really was. Something about it just worked, though. I felt like the main reason I like Halo 3 more than Halo 2 is that it's so much more balanced.
Absolutely.
Out of all the Halo games that have dual wielding, it's definitely the most balanced Halo game.
They got rid of the button exploits that totally buffed the BR like nothing else, and all of the other weapons are, for the most part, pretty viable to use.
Yeah, it's... Oh, this guy camping up here. Get off the roof. That's the victory dance. The maturity dance, if you will.
Maturity dance, yeah.
There you go.
The screaming 12-year-old dance.
Every time I see someone teabagging, I'm just going to see that in my head. Just a screaming 12-year-old through that old Xbox, original Xbox Live quality.
Yes, the distortion.
There's something amazingly funny about the original Xbox Live audio quality.
My goodness. Even the 360 had that, and it was hilarious.
It wasn't quite as bad, though. I mean, the quality was still ass, but, you know.
I really wish this game had proximity chat, because hearing people, like, scream at their end after you, like, totally do something completely amazing to them, and they die, and you get that, like, and their voice cuts off, it's the most satisfying thing.
It's even better in games that have that and someone falls off a cliff.
Oh,
oh, hey, that sniper flying over my head. I just kind of like stopped and looked at it and was like, huh, whatever. Keep going. I eventually picked it up.
So Halo 3 was interesting because A, it was extremely slow. B, the auto aim and the way the weapons worked were very skillful, if that makes sense. Like the auto
there
aim
is
was
a
cut down
huge
lot.
misleading learning curve in Halo 3. Like if you just look at it, it doesn't really... You're not really going to appreciate what you're actually doing. And then you play it and it's like, this is a lot more difficult than it looks.
Yes. Yes. It looks simple, but oh my goodness, is there a huge skill gap.
I also prefer it because I feel like the maps are way better in Halo 3 than they were in Halo 2.
Yes.
Like going back and... See, I always had the opinion that I thought Halo maps got worse with each Halo game, but I totally take that back because after playing a lot more Halo 2 and Halo 3 now, it's... I don't know what they were doing with a lot of the Halo 2 maps. They were so campy.
They absolutely were. They were not balanced. Like they had no consideration of power positions or anything like that.
I feel like it's kind of showing how Halo over the years changed from a free-for-all game to a team game. Yeah. And they're taking that more into account because like Halo 1, people mainly just played free-for-all. And Halo 2 kind of shifted over to teams, but it wasn't made for teams.
Well, I think for the most part, at least when it comes to the original Xbox, people stuck to doubles. I don't know how true that is. I was never big on the original Xbox, but doubles seemed like a pretty big game type back in the day because, you know, 4-player split screen. But, yeah, I don't know. It seems like doubles is kind of like that midpoint between free-for-all and team-based gameplay because it's two people fighting two people. It's not teams of 4. So the maps don't necessarily have to be, you know, crazy symmetrical or anything like that. I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, Halo 3, some of the best map design I've seen, for sure.
But yeah, as far as favorite Halo games, in this order, probably Halo 1, 3, 2, Reach, and then 4.
Mm-hmm.
4 has to be way down there. As much as I dislike Bloom and Armorlock, it's not enough to make all the random clusterfuck that's in Halo 4 like a great Halo game.
I seriously just stuck to Slayer Pro and SWAT because there's no bullshit.
SWAT, well, there's a lot of bullshit with the hit detection, but I kind of get your point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the game. It's the raw game. There's no like bullshit.
Locally, SWAT in Halo 4 is cool, but online I get so many hit markers that I shouldn't get.
You should play some Halo 2 SWAT. It's amazing and completely perfect.
Anyway, there's been some more Halo 1. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you later.